Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Shorter word counts. Financial Peace Jr. offers all the tools you need to teach your kids about money. And the Smart Saver Bank now has clear sections for giving, saving, and spending. Learn more at Dave Ramsey.
There you go. Now
I got nothing on my headphones.
At least you got the right mic on.
Yeah, I got nothing on my headphones. Can't hear a thing. Didn't hear the intro
It looks
play.
like they're turned down.
There we go. No. They got them all cranked up
Why
all
aren't
the
working
way.
better?
Okay.
Huh, anyway, well, hey, welcome to
check.
another episode of Riverbend Talent. And it is Thursday night, just after the 6 p.m., which means me and Dennis are here to jack around and talk about all the gigs going down. I don't need my headphones anymore since I can't hear anyway. So what's happening? Did we say it was brought to you by Halpin Music Company and Macias insurance agent Matt Van Voorhis? Thanks so much to them, because without them, we wouldn't get to come in and do this nonsense.
I don't think I fixed it.
That's all right. I'm not too worried
It's
about
probably
it.
your wire.
What's that?
It's probably your wire. Of course,
Yeah.
with headphones on, you probably can't hear what I'm saying.
I got to take them off now. I was trying one last time. My headphones aren't working. I kept trying to get them working.
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm
I
giving up
wanted
on
to
them.
turn the monitors all the way down that you just crank full blast. So when we turn off the microphone, we're not running out of this room. So I already did it. Don't touch them now.
I was just cranking all the knobs.
Yeah,
that's
you
what
did.
that's what people do when they can't hear. They
A
just start.
sound man just crank every knob in here like, oh, that's brilliant.
Well,
That's a brilliant move. Just turn them all up. If someone did that to my PA, I'd be all up their butts.
Knob cranker.
I am what they call a knob dicker. Jeff Nelson told me that a long time ago, my buddy. He says, when we get a new piece of gear, I always read before I start turning the knobs. You immediately start twisting knobs. I'm like, yeah, well, that's the way I roll.
You might want to watch those meters on those guys.
I can't hear.
Graham sounded really low. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah.
So
right.
you got to use your eyes, which you probably can't even see there.
I can see them. You know what would help? If these mics, if somebody would label these microphones. If mic 1 was mic 1, it would help a lot, too.
Yeah, it would help, but it's been like 4 years now that way. So
So tonight we, in addition to going through the gigs like we do every week.
this is a show?
Oh, this.
I thought we were just running the board for Clark Howard for a minute.
This is Clark Howard, and I'm going to tell you some good financial advice is don't pay for hook. No, I
We're
don't.
on air, aren't we? This is live.
This is live.
This
Oh,
is
man.
live and not recorded.
Wait a minute, hold on. I've messed up really bad. Can we start again? Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Welcome to Riverbend Talent. Does it work that way? I don't know.
You tell us.
This show's almost over. We better hurry.
Our guest tonight is the Graham Band. You hear us talk about the Graham Band constantly about where they're playing, and usually I kind of give them a little bit of crap because me and the leader of the Graham Band have had an ongoing battle. No, I don't know. Like the Hatfields and McCoys, man.
The McCoys.
And we have McCoy, Aaron McCoy and Graham Pagano are the Graham Band. And sometimes Scott Robertson, who's over in the corner talking on the phone, so he's not paying any attention.
We're just on the radio over here.
He's obviously the business guy. He's over there making business deals. I don't know.
He's
So
CNN or something. I don't know who he's talking
now,
to.
now we've had both of you on the show. We've had Graham on the show many times with his band Hookie Monster. Hookie has always got something going on, and the Graham Band fills in all those empty slots. We've also had Aaron McCoy on the show.
Yeah, thanks for doing that.
With Tiger Country. You know what? We're going to have you back on after the first of the year because I understand the Tiger Country CD is going to drop January 1st.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, that's
First single is already out. Check it out on.
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Hey,
He's over there making deals on the phone. He's like, yeah, we could book these guys at a winery next week. He's obviously the businessman over there.
We can't hear him. I know you don't have your headphones on.
have
Don't
my-
know that, but
Exactly.
we
I
can't
don't
hear
have
him.
my headphones on. I just hear a murmuring in the background. I don't know what's wrong with my headphones. You know what? I think Smash has been wearing them. Smash so badly wants to be on this show. That
I didn't
swear
know
he
that
gets and wears
Smash
out.
was affiliated with this station.
Smash has been doing the afternoon slot on this station now for how many months?
16 years.
I don't know.
How many months?
How many months is that?
I don't know how many months that is, but
170.
it's a lot.
Oh, we got Rain Man over here, 172,
No,
172
that's not right, but it's maybe close.
Way to spit it out, though.
He left MTV and came here, from what I remember.
Here's what
He did the Guns N' Roses interview where they smashed the studio.
He was
That
one
was
of the
Smash.
original MTV
Yeah.
VJs.
Yep.
And we are lucky enough to have him. This isn't the first time me and
I
Asher
didn't know that
Benubi
was
have worked
him.
together.
I didn't know. Aaron's like, is that Smash? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
He has a face for radio.
And his son was on the show ER.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And his outro was going, smash, smash.
Yeah. Pretty catchy.
And when you walked in, it was singing, digging the smash, digging the smash. He's been using that outro since 1980 because he can't afford a new one.
I've met him a couple times before. I've played shows with the Smash Band. Nice guy, great band too.
Yeah,
Those guys were really good.
And he's not a selfish lover. Oh, wait a minute. I guess that was
He's
too much
pretty generous.
information.
Yeah.
He's an easy
He's a
lover.
very generous lover.
There's a reason they call him Smash.
Yeah, Smash, I have been lucky enough to meet Smash many, many years ago and work with him several times through the years. A great guy. And he's taking, this is the first time I think Dennis has worked with him, but he's taking a shine to Dennis because he's always like, hey, Dennis, come here, let me talk to you.
fake
Keep
news.
Pigpen out in the hall.
Who wouldn't?
Fake news.
We all
Speaking of which, man, last week's interview with Scott and Michelle, that was so much fake news. Actually, I learned a lot about Pigpen. Not much about Scott and Michelle, but a lot about Pigpen.
That's how it goes. Well, he's the star of the
Yeah, what was great is he kept going, I'm going to talk about myself a little bit. And then he'd go into it for like 20 minutes. And he was like, you play guitar? I'm going to talk about myself some more now. Hey, you can go back and check it. I'm not making this up. You know,
I don't think you are making it up, and there's a reason I don't listen to our shows often. It's because I talk too much, and I don't need to hear that. I hear myself talking all day long in my head. Like 4 or 5
Last time I was here, I got in trouble for referring to you as Scrap. So
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I'm Pigpen. Man.
He's the dude from Mazda Christ.
yeah,
That's some guy.
Christ.
That guy owes me $20. I know that much.
I know that dude owes me at least 20.
Is there a bash in the room too?
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
That would sound like
I'm still bashed.
Yes, I am here.
But, you know, when
So,
I
hey.
signed up for this job, they made me use my tax name.
Tax name.
That was AM then. I didn't care. 1570. What? Remember that? AM?
It still is.
I do.
It still is.
Yeah,
AM
well,
1570.
that's all we had.
Well, this says 107.1, but
And 1570. It's both.
what's
at the same
94.3?
time. Now that is the greatest hits of the 60s, 70s, and beyond.
which is my mix and WIO.
Okay.
I know it's
So
confusing.
the Big Z moved to 107.1.
the
and
big. Okay, let me
and
give
the
you.
website's altondailynews.com. So if you're confused now, I am.
I will give you the rundown of what's happened the way I remember it since Dennis first brought me onto this show. When he first brought me onto
That
the
was like
show,
not long ago. too.
WBGZ was both the AM 1570 and it was 94.3 FM. And then one day we came in and I said 94.3 FM and he goes, I don't think so.
We didn't get a memo.
We didn't get
so
a memo. We didn't
know.
get an email, but suddenly we were on 107.1.
KWK.
Somebody put this piece of paper and taped it up, and that's
So they would,
that was
yeah.
your memo.
It doesn't help me over here.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's good for the guests to know where they're at, I guess.
So now,
The big two.
now the Big Z is now on 1570 AM and 107.1 FM. And My Mix 94.3 is the new Alton station, owned by Big Z Media Corporation. I don't know. Anyway. So, again, we're talking to...
I'm confused.
I know. We should really what we should talk about? What's happening on
We're out
Thursday?
of time. We finally figured out what station this
Yeah.
is, and we're out of time.
It's a good way to end it.
Thanks for tuning in.
This is 103.3 KHTR.
KHDR.
Remember
I
that?
love those
Yeah,
guys.
that was good, right?
Some 80s
You know,
stuff.
I recently found a two KWK bumper stickers that are still like unused. They're still got this backing on them and stuff, and a couple of really old WBGZ ones that had like cowboy hats on them. I don't know how long ago that logo was.
I don't know. I like KWK though.
Yeah, KWK AM FM. What I remember, like as a little kid, like when one of my favorite songs was on, just as you'd hear the end of it fade out on the FM, you'd tune to the AM real quick and catch the last 10 seconds of it again, because it was 10 seconds behind.
That's dedication.
What were
that
you
a Motley
doing when you
Crue
were
song?
7?
I was listening to KHTR.
10
103.3.
seconds behind. Oh, wait, yes. I thought that was a Motley Crue song, but yeah.
What was it?
10 seconds behind.
Just 10 seconds behind. Nice. That was off the album.
That was the demo title.
There's a bunch of places to go there, but
Yeah. So anyways,
this is live radio.
we're happy to be here.
Happy to be here. Hey,
Thanks for having us.
That's the voice of Graham
We
Pagano
actually
and
still
Aaron
have-
McCoy. Together, they make the Graham Band.
Are we
who-
starting the show again?
I don't know.
Okay.
If I was just going to, but we need to go through the Thursday gigs. 'Cause it's already quarter after. But I wanted to
We
mention
do have
real.
stuff to do.
Well, okay, let's take care of business, and then we'll come back to the Graham. And you guys just be quiet for a while.
All right, we'll see you
You
later.
guys sit there. You guys sit there and admire my announcing abilities for a minute. Hey, this Thursday night. No, I don't know what's going on. What is happening this Thursday night?
Oh, sea shanty
Dennis?
sing-alongs.
The sea shanty sing-along.
That's confirmed.
That's confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed.
Excellent. That means you can go right over the hill to Morrison's Irish Pub, get drunk on Irish whiskey or whatever libation you choose, and you get to sing along. Musicians play these traditional Irish songs that are very repetitive, so even if you don't know them, by the second, third time along, the whole bar is singing along.
that's the sell.
That is,
We play repetitive songs.
Repetitive Irish song.
well, you know,
No, the cell is Irish whiskey.
The
There
sale
you
is
go.
Irish whiskey and
Oh, yeah,
sing,
yeah.
and everybody gets to participate in the show. Go home, you British
Yeah,
Army,
I was
go
gonna say-
home. I don't know exactly.
It's good radio, but we're moving our elbows and fists in a
It's on,
semicircle.
Hey, you see the cameras?
Oh,
That's
okay.
where
We got
go,
YouTube.
dude.
Oh,
It's
ow.
everything.
You got to
didn't
go
know that.
Everyone's on
formats these
Yeah,
days.
we are a multi-format show here.
multimedia.
You sound off mic a little, just so you know.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there
I
you
got to get some headphones again. I
He
must
gets
have
thrown
jacked-
off when I'm around.
I swear, Smash has been using my headphones and he jacked them up.
Yeah,
All right. Anyway, so
that wouldn't
other
be
than
you. That wouldn't be you doing it. That's for sure. I mean, you don't abuse equipment at all. You're so gentle
He
with it.
cranks knobs, but he doesn't do
Yeah.
anything with headphones.
So you know what's going on?
He's a crank anchor.
me jacking up all the equipment. And you guys just won't let it die, man.
Okay.
No, I think what's happening here is you guys have announced one show, and we're going to try to keep you from getting through any of the rest of them.
there isn't a lot.
And then we'll
really.
plug our shows at the end
Yeah.
real quick.
You know-
our 3 shows that are left.
The place in town, can you tell me the place in town that has the most live music week after week?
In our town?
In our
Fast
town.
Eddie's.
There you go. Fast Eddie's Bone Air. We got the Hollywood 5 going on down there tonight, 6 to 10 p.m.
I am headed down to the Hiram Bar for the free karaoke contest. $50 to the winner. Just show up to enter and get a free shot and a $5 meal. That's better than most gigs pay. Right there.
Yeah.
And you
hold
don't even have to have a band with you, which is the hardest thing to do, is get the band to show up.
Now,
I'm going to
hold
go make $50 and a meal and get a free shot. I don't even drink, but I'll take the shot. I might
You
sell
can
it to
the
somebody.
shot.
Yeah.
You could get another $2 right there.
Another $5
I'll drop
sandwich.
it down to $1. Give somebody a deal.
There's a bartender at Hiram's named Matt, I think,
Okay.
who we got up to play some songs with us last week. Nice guy. So if you go to
Yeah.
Hiram's, tell Matt that the Grand Band said hi. And we won our $10.
Where was that?
Chez?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was playing. Yeah, he was a good guitar player. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel bad for them. You know, they get the bar opened and then, kind of like the conservatory, then COVID,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, tough year to start a bar.
Tough year to keep a bar that's been running for a long time up, let alone start a
Yeah.
new one. But let's, real quick, before we move on, let's go over this one more time, because I know there's a lot of musicians out there who go out and play gigs and they go home with 10, 20 bucks maybe. And so this is a free karaoke contest. You don't need a band. You just show up and sing.
You don't need a
and
band.
Automatically, you get a $5 meal and a free shot.
Yeah,
That's as much as a lot of gigs pay.
That's a $7 value.
That's a $7 value right there. And
you get to sing.
Chance at winning
Stardom.
$50.
I don't think I've ever got paid $7 at a gig.
The chance at $50, and I look. I'm since it's just us talking and no one else is here. I'm going to tell you guys. I heard Ed McMahon's going to be there. They're bringing back Star Search. Okay, that part might not be true.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I heard Clive Davis is going to be there scouting talent tonight.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Come on, let's do it.
Ever since Whitney Houston, he's been looking for something to replace that.
Is that happening tonight?
Yeah, $5 meal.
Let's go.
You know how hungry we get? I'm headed there. I
can
need
eat $5 for
meal.
the food in like one bite.
You know, I was thinking when I was in jail, the Stratford used to serve the food over there to the jailhouse. So hopefully it's not Hiram's because, man, that food you got in jail from the Stratford at the time. I'm just not into liverwurst.
Send it back.
You know.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. Guard. It seems as though my eggs are cold.
I said medium rare.
Also going on this Thursday evening down at up at George's local brew in Jerseyville.
That's
Rachel Ray. That can't be right. Raquel Ray. That's right. Rachel Ray. She makes dog food that I think my dog eats. I don't know. Anyway, Raquel Ray is going to be performing up at George's local brew 7 to 10 p.m. Now, I know you guys have played up at George's local brew.
We play up there quite a bit.
We want to give a shout out to George Jr.'s mustache.
Yes.
George Jr.'s mustache. Shout out to George Jr.'s mustache.
When we play and he has his mustache, we have the crowd applaud his mustache, and they do it enthusiastically. It's really good.
I'd like to give a shout out to George Van Voorhis. George Van Voorhis.
There we go. That's Matt Van Voorhis' dad.
Yeah,
I believe. He was my teacher at East Junior High School.
He was listening last week whenever we talked about Grandma Kate, which was his mom. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
He caught it. He was telling Matt he listens all the time, but I think Matt busted him out that he accidentally was listening last week. But I promised not to talk about him. Did I talk about him? I didn't talk about him.
You talked about him. You know
okay,
what?
Maybe I didn't promise. Hey, let's look at the
there you go.
evidence.
That's Matt Van Voorhis' father. I know George, and I also know Matt Van Voorhis' stepfather, Richard. So he's probably listening too. Everybody listens to this show. Who doesn't?
Is that the way they say his name?
Oh, yeah. Richard. Richard Worthen is his name. We always call him Richard. No,
I didn't know it was a thing.
I don't. There you go. So shout out to George Van Voorhis and to little George's mustache.
George's mustache is
now, did
sweet.
you guys ever get to play on the rooftop up there?
Yeah. I think we might have been
in the summer. Yeah.
I bet that was a pretty cool gig.
It is. You know what's funny, though, is you can see the water tower that says Jerseyville. So Aaron's cracking jokes about the water tower, and the people are like, because when you're on the ground looking, you can't see the water tower. We're the only ones that can see the water tower. And there's a panther on it, and he's like, look at the house cat on the water tower.
What? But
everyone's like, what are you guys talking about?
As with all of our jokes, they're really just intended for us anyway. Yeah. If other people laugh, that's great, but also don't really
Why do they name all the towns after the water tower? You know.
Good joke.
That was his.
I actually read the paper just so I can see the dad jokes, and some of them I use, and that was one of them.
In my mind, I thought that the band and the crowd got to all hang out on the rooftop. I've never been to that.
It's cool because on the rooftop, you got tons of room. There's like a backstage area, and none of the crowd can get up there.
Nobody can get up there.
You were such a diva. You were such a diva. You know, we had Blake Fleming on the show, you know, who basically...
Blake was from Mars Volta?
Yeah. And you know what he said? He said, like, touring with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, touring with Mars Volta, the big arena shows with fancy dressing rooms were the worst because you didn't get to go drink with the crowd afterwards. Meanwhile, Diva Stewie over here, I get to stay on the rooftop and people can't touch me.
We could eat the steak that George gives us because you get a free steak. You can get a free steak if you play at George's. By the way,
nice.
Yeah.
Now, you ever had a dirty martini up there?
No.
My understanding from Jared Capps, who is one of the owners of Proof right down the road, that is the only place in Jerseyville to get a proper dirty martini. So shout out to George for having that. See, George's mustache, George. A lot of people, George.
They're redoing the upstairs, too. That's going to be cool.
George Clinton.
George Jefferson.
Can I tell you the story about what
George
one of the
of the
reasons
Jungle.
I like that place so much?
See, you're singing the song. I seen it.
I'll say it really quickly. They have a marquee out in front, and we played there one time, and on the marquee they put the words "Top Area Duo," which we
grand
thought
band,
was,
Top Area Duo.
we thought was absolutely
So
hilarious.
we're taking hundreds of pictures of that.
So obviously they've never seen Rogers and Neenhouse. No, I'm
But
just-
yeah, oh yeah, clearly. I mean, we know that we're not the Top Area Duo, whatever the Top Area Duo means.
You guys are like a human jukebox, though. I've seen
It's
you
not
guys
me, dude. I'm
play.
just hitting a box. He's the guy who knows. all
Hey,
the
hey,
songs.
this is a family show. Keep it clean there, buddy.
This is the box handler.
That's funny. I thought I actually slipped because I was like, well, when I was driving here, I'm like, at least it's recorded. He can beat me out.
No, it's live, man.
Great.
So you can't talk about beating the box live on the radio. Sorry.
You can't.
So Top Area Duo, right?
Yeah.
So we kept going with it. So the story gets around a little bit. My wife finds out about it, and whenever I start to get a little too big for my britches, we refer to it now as Tad. Top Area, and she'll just say, "Okay, Tad." Like, this is great.
Wives are great for just bringing you down.
Yeah,
to,
that's 24
zero
years.
real quick whenever your ego grows at all.
Yeah.
So we got anything
But we
else?
love George's.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely, man.
should
Who was
definitely say
and
that.
Rachel or Raquel Ray? Not Rachel Ray. Raquel Ray is up at George's local brew tonight, 7 to 10 p.m. What about the Vault at Doit's Village Inn, 6 p.m. tonight? So I hear that's a rocking place to
We
go.
love
another
Doit's,
one of our
too.
favorite places.
That is one of, yes.
Shout out to Johnny,
Johnny, right, yeah.
the best tambourine playing bartender in the Midwest.
Yeah. He's the best.
Yeah, he's great.
Dude, you know Davy Jones originally came from the Midwest.
From
I'm not
Doit's?
talking about Davy Jones from the Monkey. That was David Bowie's first name before he changed it.
Do you want to hear a story about Doit's?
Sure. Is
Go
it
ahead.
clean?
Go ahead,
You're not going to
Graham.
be talking about
No,
beating
it's
the box
clean.
again on the radio, are you?
Oh, yeah, dude. We met first, not even the one you're going to talk about. I met this, there was some ESP rep or some PV rep. I don't know. Some rep there.
Get it straight.
Anyways, he's like, oh, somehow he represented George Lynch. And I'm playing with Hooky, and like the guys in Hooky are like, who's that? And I'm like, dude. And the guy's like, yeah, man, I toured with Lynch for 3 or 4 months, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, tell me some stories, man. George Lynch, he's a shredding guitar player in the back in the day. Anyways, we met him at Doit's. But the night me and Aaron were there, Aaron tells this story better than I do.
I hope so, because you're like, well, I don't know, some guy was an entertainer of some type. I'm thinking, what? No, I'm
Well,
sorry.
I should start this off with I make fun of Granite a little bit because I grew up there a little bit, so I earned the right to.
We
but-
all do. It's okay.
So I'm talking to this guy in kind of backwards ball cap, camouflage guy, and
Kid.
he's like, "Hey, do you think you guys would want to play on my solo record?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." You know, I don't know.
I didn't even ask
Whatever.
what kind of music it was or ask to listen to
yeah,
a demo or
like,
nothing.
whatever.
Sure, man.
So, people say weird stuff to you when you're in a band, and
I know.
so I'm like, "Are you in a band? Do you have a band?" He's like, "Yeah." Kind of looks at me funny. And I'm like, "Well, who's your band?" He said, "I'm in Survivor." And I'm like Eye of the Tiger, Survivor, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So then I see Graham talking to the kid. He's a kid. He's like, a young guy. And then I see Graham start laughing, and I know that he just told Graham that he's in Survivor. So, nice guy, whatever. And we had a gig the next day, and we're driving to the gig, and Graham sends me a YouTube clip, and the kid is the singer for Survivor.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's
So-
hanging out down at Doit's.
And we
Yeah.
totally blew him off.
Yeah, we could have been in Survivor.
Yeah, we could.
I was this close to being in Survivor one time. Oh,
Sorry.
wow.
How many
Doit's.
venues have we gotten through so far?
4.
4. Okay. How many are there?
The last one was the band The Vault, 6 p.m. tonight at Doit's Village Inn in Pontoon Beach. What else we got going on tonight?
I'm not sure. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Dave Horton Acoustic Country, possibly at the Prairie Inn. I've seen it on his page, but not on Prairie Inn's page, so I don't know.
Have you played the Prairie Inn?
Yes.
Me too.
No.
How's that place?
I played there on a Sunday in the wintertime. It was a little bit.
That's Prairie Town, right?
Yeah, I
Prairie
didn't meet anyone from Survivor or Dockin, but
Yeah.
it was I don't think, but yeah.
Dude, first of all, I want to clarify. You still didn't meet anyone from Docking, because I would bet $20 this guy that you met toured with him when it was Lynch Mob. He was with David Lynch during Lynch Mob, not during.
But
if he was with him during Dockin, he would be with some.
George Lynch, not the movie maker, but I
met George Lynch though.
I've met George Lynch twice, and it was during Lynch Mob
Yeah,
tours.
Lynch Mob. That was a good band.
Oh,
He was
Wicked Sensation! Come
heck of a
on,
guitar
Bonnie
player.
Logan.
I met him online. Yeah.
Did you swipe right?
No.
I swiped right so quick on him.
You know, I don't come up with fake news like Pigpen. I really did
was-
meet him online. Actually,
name was the
Reverb
Hunter.
Nation. Is that real? Is Reverb Nation real?
Yeah.
That's where I talked to him at. At least someone posing as him.
He's a really nice guy, like really nice.
Yeah,
guy.
he was super outgoing and
And once again, a generous lover.
trying to turn me on to the new stuff he was doing at the time.
He's in a band with Doug Pinnick and Ray Luzier. Doug Pinnick from King's X.
Oh, nice.
KXM. That band's good.
Lost in
Really
Germany,
good band.
man.
Yeah.
What people forget about George Lynch is he was in the mix with Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen. I mean,
Yep.
he goes back to the tryout for Blizzard of Oz and all that. So
Yeah, he tried out for Ozzy twice.
yeah, fired, but
There's
it's
a good
Ozzy.
interview with him on Dean Delray's podcast. He talks
Yep.
about that.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Apparently his hair.
Okay, that's 5 venues. How many are there total?
We've made it through the Thursday night. Now we've
Oh.
only got we made it through Thursday night in a half an hour. We've only got Friday and Saturday to go.
All right, we'll be quiet over
Are
here.
your
No,
lists,
no.
Are your lists shorter this?
Yeah,
recently?
much shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
That's why we're here, dude.
Yeah.
That's why
We got we got 20 minutes to kill because nobody's open.
Well, that's what Pigpen told me. He's like, Graham and Aaron's the only people playing until the end of the
Dude,
year.
we played a show and they put curtains over the windows last week.
Yeah.
Because they weren't supposed to be open.
Look, I know there's some people who might hear that and say, that's horrible. We've got a health crisis on, and we do. And I'm not going to make judgment calls except for how bad I'm feeling for so many people who spent their whole life building a business just to watch it go down the tubes in a couple of months.
Yep.
I feel bad for everyone who gets sick, and especially for everyone who loses their life. But a lot of people losing their livelihood. Check this out. Now, I just read this story earlier today. A restaurant in Belgium, the owner has got a new thing where they had a big parking lot. So now, if you can order food, you can pull your RV into their parking lot and order food, and they bring it they serve you in your RV or your conversion van. So it's kind of like going out to eat, but you're still in your.
Dude, people are getting creative.
Oh yeah,
So,
man.
Yeah.
I'm wondering
That's
when
pretty good.
So if you're jamming in your van and you pull up to get food, do you stay there so people can hear it for a while, or do you have to
yeah.
pull off?
Do you
kidding
still
me?
get free drinks?
if
Yeah, true.
$5 meal and a $2.
That's only karaoke.
I want to get one of those vehicles that a stage just opens, like a U-Haul, where you can open the side of it and just play to all those people and be like, we're the house band now. I don't care. I don't know.
No, we should go play for all the people waiting in line at the dispensary. Actually,
That's you'd get a heck of a good crowd
there's
there.
always a line there.
Yeah.
There you go. All good ideas.
I don't know. I've never been.
Oh, I drive by it.
Hey,
Nah, I was just
man,
there the
I
other
go
day.
every day, man. It's cool. it's cool. We can talk about it now.
They're my
man.
people, man.
I asked my mom for weed for Christmas. She won't go in there.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, if you really want to shock me at Christmas, you'll go down to the dispensary and, I was like, I'd tell you to let Pigpen go down there for you, but he'd tax you. So I was like, not a good idea. He taxes everybody.
Handling charge.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Maybe for somebody who's wandering around the building right now.
Oh my
We won't
gosh.
say who it is.
He
There we go.
laughs because it's true.
So all these weird things being discussed and admitted to, that's the voice of Graham Pagano and Aaron McCoy.
Sorry about
me and
us.
Dennis. We're just talking about the good moral values we have and all the great musicians that are playing out. These guys and their lives of the debauchery they spread. I don't know. I'm trying to put the focus on anything I've said on you guys because I can't remember.
We're the moral compass for Clinton, Madison, Jersey, and a couple other counties.
Perfect. So let's move on to our Friday evening, shall we?
Yeah, I had a movement earlier.
I've got one I'm trying to save till Friday, but I don't know if I'll make it. All right.
That comes straight from the Atomic Heart.
There you go. The Atomic Heart, 8 p.m. down at Chez, Maryland, tomorrow night, just over the hill at Chez, Maryland.
Who is it?
Atomic Heart.
Who's in that band?
I have no idea.
The $6 million man and the Bionic Woman, obviously.
George Lynch and the guy guy from Survivor.
Doug Pennick and Smash.
Lee Majors and what was the Bionic Woman's name? I mean, if you got Atomic Eye and Atomic Arm, you got to have an Atomic Heart.
Listen, the band Atomic Heart is made up of half the band Heart and half the band Atomic Punks.
Ned's Atomic Dustbin.
Yeah,
There you go. Probably
okay.
Ned.
All that
Steve
is fake
Stevens.
news, except for the only part of that isn't fake is the fact that Atomic Heart is supposed to be at Chez, Maryland at 8 p.m. tomorrow night.
That'd be good. Steve Stevens is a good guitar player.
Steve
I'll go
Lukather.
check him out.
Yeah.
What else we got going on?
Friday night
on
is a
Friday
big night up in
Borderline. Past Eddie's, Friday.
Pierron.
John Evans at George's local brew. Roaming Home, our friends up at Uncle Al's
Uncle
I
Al's.
just jammed with those
in
guys last
Jerseyville.
night.
Right.
Is that place we went the one night after the one show?
Uncle Al's.
Is that in Jerseyville?
That is
I don't
Uncle.
know if that's where we went though.
Yeah, Uncle Al's is kind of in the middle of Jerseyville, right by the
That's
railroad
got to be.
tracks.
Is it
and
open an hour
sits,
later than everybody else?
I can't discuss that.
That's
on
the
radio.
reason we liked the backstage at George's. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Anyways,
So, anyway, Uncle Al's is Kurt Copeland and his band Roaming Home, or the band Roaming Home with Kurt Copeland. I don't know. Anyway,
Now, Kurt plays with Steve Mellas up in Grafton quite a bit. Have you ever played with him, Graham?
I have in Grafton at Aries. I think he came in. We jammed a couple songs, and then he was playing
Much
with
better.
Dog, the harmonica player, Dog, who came in when we were at Grafton.
So
I've jammed with him a few times. One time we were playing up at what is now the Oyster Bar at the Big Kahuna, and we were playing Lowrider, which Hooky, Aaron, yeah. And we're just jamming on the groove, and then Dog comes in. He runs out to his car and grabs the right harmonica and comes up to the mic. He goes, dun, 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 dun. I mean, it was freaking perfect. Yeah,
Plus, he's just a super nice guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I've jammed with him down at the BDM Clubhouse a few times, where he just showed up for when Dennis and I used to go down there and jam.
If you wanna get,
I'm confused. Is Steve Mellas Dog?
No.
Steve Mellas
Okay.
But
played
Steve-
in a band with Dog.
Oh,
I think
okay.
Outlaw Opry, maybe.
Steve Miller's dog.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
Steve Mellas is playing at the Hawg Pit 7 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, December 11th.
Yeah, they used to do an open mic on Friday nights, and he would be part of that. So I'm not sure if that's what's going down. But,
Hog Pit's fun.
yeah.
We played there.
Yeah.
Yep, right on. Also on Friday, December 11th, back at Doit's Village Inn, we talking about what a partying place that was. Friday night, they've got Rock Bottom, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Really?
There you
Yep.
go, Rock Bottom, 7 p.m. And I got to say this, whenever we had...
Do you guys have a pen? I need to write this stuff down.
I gotta tell you
Cottonmouth.org.
this,
Just log
the
on there.
Graham
It's
Band,
all
I don't
right
know if
there.
you guys ever heard of them. They're going to be at the SmokeHouse in Pierron, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Now, have you guys played at the SmokeHouse before?
Yes, that's
Dude,
our new
talk about.
Is it a bar or is it a smokehouse?
It's a bar.
Unfortunately, they don't have food. You would think they would have a big barbecue. No, they don't
So
have
do you
food.
just get to smoke in there?
No, it's just smoking. All the people are smoking.
It's
Well,
the place
that's
is
what
smoking.
I'm at. I mean, okay, smoking hot people.
It reminds me of Doit's a lot.
It's like
it's good
Pierron's
people.
version of Doit's.
Yeah.
Cool.
A hoedown, huh?
They got more
I told you
than
about
one.
what happened last time. Well, one of the times we played there with the guy driving home through people's
yeah,
through people's yards.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got more than one bar there.
No, you know what? You know what is the
No.
Smokehouse is where Gretchen Wilson started karaoke, and she probably won a $50 gift card and a sandwich.
And if
a
anybody
shot.
wants to meet her mom, she's going to be there tomorrow.
No, she's
I
going to
know
be there
her
on the
mom.
20th. We're playing there on the 27th, and her mom is supposed to be there.
Is tomorrow the 27th?
No,
No.
tomorrow's not the 27th.
Yeah, it's the warm-up.
The 11th, and
The warm-up
no,
for
there's
the
a
27th.
there's a Gretchen Wilson couple posters signed by her. I guess she did karaoke there, and
She's really nice too.
her mom's good friends with the owners.
I love Beowulf.
Gretchen Wilson is the queen of Pocahontas. There
Yep.
you go.
But she also hung out at the smokehouse. I think one of her songs is about the smokehouse, the old name that place used to be called. I got the whole rundown from the owner.
So
last
if you
time.
go to Pierron, it's the only bar in town, right?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Is it obvious
They're
that
like-
you're there?
there are
No.
100 people that live in Pierron, and they have 26 bars.
Wow.
There's only 2 people at each bar.
The people in that area, that I think that's still Madison County, but it's getting close to Aveston and Trenton, and those people party.
Yeah.
And when I say party, I mean like,
Honey bomb shots are what they were feeding us.
yeah, we drank 35 shots apiece. When was that? We played there
We
Sunday.
played there. Yeah, it was a friggin' Sunday.
Hold on.
too,
You 35 shots apiece. Are you sure it was another guy driving through people's yards?
Well, I didn't drive because I would never drink and drive. But
I took my jetpack home.
yeah, I took my
Yeah,
jetpack home from
that guy
Pierron,
tried
wherever
to,
that
you
is.
cannot smoke in the smokehouse bar because that's what that guy. That's how that guy got kicked out.
So they don't serve food and you can't smoke there. They got to change their name. Listen, I'm going to make a plea to whoever owns that bar. Change your name to the non-smokehouse. Or let us start smoking in there. You know,
Well, it's been attempted.
I don't smoke cigarettes, but I smoke something.
But if it's a fun place, so if anybody's in that area, does the
Super
radio
fun.
wavelengths reach that far?
Oh, you can.
Those are the kind of
reach
places-
everywhere. We're on AM. It bounces off the stratosphere back down. It's perfect.
It's a
And
fun place.
They're listening to this in Hong Kong right now.
Right.
Oh, smokehouse! Oh, good time!
Gretchen Wilson.
Oh, redneck woman! Sorry, I don't.
Those are the places we play.
This
and
is
we end up-
I'm sorry.
politically incorrect section of the interview.
Well, the CIA was listening when Smash was on, and now they're going, what, is this still Smash? What's happening here? This is probably a problem we should deal with.
Hey, one more thing happening on Friday the 11th, and that is the Crescent Moon Hayride.
I was going to say, this is a festival all weekend, brother.
Yeah, it's 3 stages, heated tents, vendors. You got Spillie Nelson, 9 Rabbits Laughing. I like 9 Rabbits Laughing.
Those
That's
are
a
the
good
only
band.
3 bands I wrote down. There's like 20 of them. 2 days worth of jamming under the moon.
Billy's post
There
on
you go.
yeah.
So if you want to find out more and find out about all of the bands that are at the Crescent Moon Hayrides, just Google it, or I imagine if you put Crescent Moon Hayrides into Facebook or Twitter or Tinder or any of that, I'm sure some swipe right for Crescent Moon Hayrides. I
Big
don't.
Cheap and the Smoke Signals. That's like a 5-year reunion or something. You know them?
No, but
No.
they sound
Cool name.
interesting.
The only
That's a
bands
cool
I
name.
recognized were Spillie Nelson and 9 Rabbits Laughing, but this is Warrenton, Missouri, so I mean,
Yeah.
you know. And I know the keyboard player from 9 Rabbits Laughing, he
Yeah,
plays
Nick.
in Neurologic, he did, and then
Oh, that band was
Swag,
Yeah,
right?
he played
Are
with
they still
Swag for a
around?
while. So, Neurologic is on hiatus at the moment. Mike, who was the guitar player and chief songwriter, he didn't write all of it, but kind of the chief songwriter and singer, took up with the Swag and has been on the road with them, and now he's also playing with Mountain Sprout. And so I guess he's so busy that Neurologic is taking a hiatus. I miss him. Those guys were absolutely.
But dude,
wonderful.
Spillie, that band's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
Josh
love those
needs
guys.
a good party too, man. He's had
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
deserves
Losing
Yeah,
his
they
daughter
shot
Jade
hard.
to
I met
cancer.
Josh at Doit's actually. I was playing there on a Thursday, and he walked in. And we just started. Anyway, that's where I met.
Making
Doit's.
out.
Can you guess where I met him? I swiped right.
But yeah, much love out to Josh right now.
Absolutely, man.
And Blacktop Boulevard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their singer had a.
Is that going on this weekend?
I
don't
think there
it's
is some
this-
kind of benefit, or some kind of.
It sounds like an IPA, Blacktop Boulevard. Hey, I'll take it out, Blacktop Boulevard.
No, but their singer Jim, super nice guy. Hooky played a show with them last year. Super nice guy. Apparently he fell pretty bad, banged his head up, and brain damage. He's in ICU, and I think he's actually improving a little bit, but he's still not out of the woods. So much love out to them also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am making jokes about the poor guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he was a cool. He was a. They play country. But he's like, man, I'm a rock guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it all mixes together on some level if you do it right, you know.
Well, the new country is basically rock.
Have you heard
With
Sturgill
a
Simpson
fiddle.
yet? You want the greatest country guy in that modern era.
Didn't Duff
right there.
McKagan produce his new record?
Yeah, dude, it is the most psychedelic country. I mean, you know, Billy Strings is more bluegrass psychedelic, but yeah, Sturgill's got some good stuff.
Bag of powder or something? What's he got? Dust in a baggie.
Turtles all the way down.
Dust in a baggie. I just
Dust
heard
in a
that.
baggie. That is Billy Strings, and man, those cats, those boys can play. A bunch of youngsters, man. I've been watching that. dude
He's
since he was,
just
like,
playing the
mid-20s.
same thing them bluegrass guys have been playing for 200 years.
Yeah, they have a psychedelic take on it. Yeah, but every time I see them, they do something that makes me go, wow, that's
Well, it
different.
was the lyrics to Dust in a Baggie.
That's what it was.
There you go.
See, I was trying to get down to the truth there. Thanks a lot, Graham.
That song's a little more. That song there is a little more classic bluegrass, but when you see them live, they get twisted.
I watched
Who
a
was the-
2-hour concert of him. I didn't see no twisted.
Who was the guy who did the song
I think
about
he was twisted at the concert.
tripping on acid? And he was like floating down the river, Kentucky side.
Oh no, I don't know the guy's name. I saw that guy live. He opened up for the Turnpike Troubadours, and I can't remember his name. I remember him telling a couple.
You know that song I'm talking about, though?
The lyrics I remember this guy singing was "Smoking crack on the Ohio River, Kentucky side."
Yeah.
And you're
That's
like,
so good.
and he says, "I smoking crack on the Ohio River, Kentucky side." And he says it all kind. But first, he tells these crazy Jerry Springer stories about his family before he plays his songs. Yeah, I saw that guy open up for somebody at the pageant. I think it might have been Turnpike Troubadours or something like
Survivor.
that, but yeah. I couldn't remember his name. but I remember that line because I was
Hey,
like, what did
speaking
he
of
just
that-
say? And every time I cross the Ohio River from Illinois into Kentucky, I go,
Kentucky side, yeah.
How long are we going to be kicked out of the Sandwich Brothers?
Breaking news.
kicked out, man. Well, you're invited to come in just a couple weeks and jam with us. So
Okay.
Summer 19th.
two weeks down the road, we're gonna have a little jam and see if you boys are practice. No, come whatever. You're welcome to jam anytime.
Thanks.
I
I
never
love you,
kicked
man.
anybody out of any band. I've been kicked out of a whole lot of bands. Let me tell
Me
you.
too.
All right, we got less than 15
Still
minutes to
Saturday.
get through our Saturday night, so let's get it going with Jake Weber and the Lonesome Drifters, 8 p.m. at Chez, Maryland.
I love Jake.
Oh, Jake's playing at Chez?
yeah.
Yep, that's on Saturday night. We got the Hollywood Duo 2 to 6 p.m. and then Boderline 6:30 at the Bone Air. Third shoot, RNR Entertainment. I guess that's going to be some karaoke and DJ style stuff going down there.
Which third shoot?
Third shoot, Alton. Third shoot 2. Sorry about that. Very confusing. Good for
Second
them for
shoot.
having 2 of them going.
Second, third shoot.
It's the second third
That's
shoot.
6 shoots,
When
bro.
they get the third shoot, that's going to be like when you get the
Nine.
third shoot, that's 2 threes. That's going to get into some real Illuminati magical type stuff going on there. Also Saturday night, Dead Man's Bridge, 7 p.m. at the American Legion in Kane, Illinois. Which man, we've done some shows in Kane.
Oh, here we go. Tell the
Is that
chickens.
CAIN or KAN? Those are my boys, by the way. I've been in bands with all those guys.
KANE,
Dead
just
Man's
past
Bridge.
Jerseyville. up there.
DMB. Shout out Mikey Kreider.
Shout
Jim
out to his
Moore.
mustache too. All the frog flippers can head to Jerseyville Saturday night to DJ's Pub. Flip the Frog will hold the 5th annual Rockin' for Tots Toy Drive, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
DJ.
They need to change that O to an I.
You'd get a lot more people donating.
Rockin'.
Do you want a monetary donation, or do I just bring some? Bring a
Toys?
couple cans. I'm sorry. All right, moving on.
They're in the jugs.
What else is going on
Frog
Saturday
with an
night?
eye is Frig. Rockin' with an eye is
Rickin'.
Rickin'. Tots with an eye is... Oh! Now I get it.
This is a family show.
For the slow people, I was helping.
There we go. You know what? We got Dave Horton also on Saturday night. Dave Horton Acoustic Country, 2 p.m. at the Foundry in Edwardsville. You guys played the Foundry yet?
I've played.
No.
It's a cool place. I've played there.
not.
It's kind of weird. It's
Who'd
nice.
Who'd you play there with?
I was me and Jim Moore and Jay Werner, so that was either Blackwater acoustic or the Beer Ninjas acoustic.
You don't even know where you are right now, do you?
Right.
It's okay. I'm just guessing, but
This is the Grand Theater, right?
this is very. You know what?
Is this place haunted, man?
It is very haunted.
Actually, I used to get loaded in the bar in the Stratford. That's one of my favorite bars. Believe it or not.
It would be
I've
quicker for
gotten
you to
loaded.
name the buildings in Alton that you weren't loaded in. Okay, let's go that direction. And as for your question, too, is it haunted? Yes, we did. We had a little seance up there.
The part
upstairs.
Aaron left out was he was the elevator operator
Yeah.
when he'd get loaded in the Stratford.
I just hammer it. How fast can this
How
go?
fast does it go? You guys want to go quick or you want to go slow? 'Cause I got 2 speeds, man. No, we had a little seance up here last Halloween, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before, and there were it is a transient place where different spirits come in and out.
We had Riverbend Paranormal go up there too, so
Yeah,
we
really?
had 2 investigations.
We had a few investigations
back before this owner had it, of course.
Well, it was before the current
Yeah.
owner, and we're going to work with the current owner
Yeah,
to
hopefully.
straighten out
The ghost hunters want to come do
we
it.
got the ghost hunters now we got TV stars wanting to come in and be a part of it now. So, but no, when we did it, it was interesting because the medium that was there, Vicky, was telling us that it was transients. There was a piano player guy.
Like she wasn't hot, but she wasn't ugly.
Well, the question I asked was there any prostitute ghosts? And there were.
Yep.
A few of them said, yeah,
Yep.
So,
Including the piano player was a prostitute.
She was a medium.
No, I was a he.
she
A
was
piano
dowser,
playing
we're gonna
prostitute?
call
Oh
it.
yeah. I don't know. It's getting kind of foggy. It's been a few years. The last time though that we took Riverbend Paranormal up there, they were kind of freaked out too.
Did you guys get like a little creeped out by it, or?
I was more concerned when the ghost hunter people got freaked out, because that might mean something.
And
They get freaked out, yeah.
Yeah.
they had all this technical equipment where they're like, oh my, there's things flashing, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's sensing vibration over there, and you're like, why do they? I don't sense it, but you guys are awful freaked out. It's tweaking me out a little bit. But I will tell you this: since the building has changed hands, I can admit to some of my wrongdoings, I guess, without repercussion. But when we only went one floor up to the lobby to hold the seance, and one time we went up there and we had Jeff Lewis. And
Yep.
a couple of
I think that was the second time.
some of the students.
We had Riverbend Paranormal.
Yeah, Riverbend Paranormal was doing their investigation. We also had a few students of Jeff Lewis's makeup academy up in Edwardsville, and they were much into the horror film thing. That's why they were doing the makeup academy. And me and those 3 girls walked all the way to the top floor, and it looked like an insane asylum that had been abandoned 100 years ago. The entire floor was open, other than some steel beams supporting it. It was just debris all over. I mean, I wouldn't have probably wanted to stay up there for too long without
that reminds me,
without something to help me out. I don't know.
the last time that I was here, Cody and myself probably had too many drinks and went all the way to the top, and then we got locked into the old part of the building, and I had to call you. You remember that?
I remember.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Pain in my butt, you are. Yeah, you guys.
So
we
got
actually-
loaded in this building too, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we actually went in the restroom area looking for you guys, and when you weren't there, we assumed you had
I
went
don't
home.
remember how we got out.
Well, yeah, I do. I had to call the prostitute ghost and have
Just started playing. So follow the piano.
So
The prostitute ghost is playing Piano Man. Just
all right,
go toward it.
That was all before the current owner. So let's just move on.
So
This is
who-
94.3.
Let's not mark
Pretty
any
much
dates.
all made up. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made all
make
of this
everything
stuff up. Yeah.
All fake
We're
news.
not
You know
really-
what isn't fake news?
DJ George at George's Local Brew, which you happened to skip
Is that
over
George?
earlier.
Is it
DJ
George?
I'm guessing.
His mustache
if it is,
He's
I'm
a
going to
DJ.
that.
He's a DJ.
I don't know. Sometimes at George's, DJ George is there, and we don't see DJ
It's gotta
George
be.
anywhere else.
Or
So-
maybe it's a guy named DJ whose last name's George.
No, it's got to be George Jr.
I was
Well,
thinking it was
Yeah,
DJ.
maybe it's Darren John George or
right.
something.
That would be
There
a
you
weird
go.
name, but
I want to think it's George Jr.
I'm
the
thinking you're
stash.
right.
He's such a cool, I like people that look like they just woke up.
That's
That's George.
Is that why we
George
get along?
yeah. George always looks like he always just says, "Yeah, man."
All right, so you get along good with people who look like they just woke up, like George. How do you get along with people who look like they haven't gone to sleep yet, like me?
That's the same thing. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Eventually it catches up. Yeah.
Yeah, tweakers and
under my eyes are
stoners.
so big I got to check them at the gate.
Oh yeah, me too, dude.
I can't carry these on. All right,
So-
5 minutes left in this
Okay,
show,
so
guys.
sorry about
so
that.
at Doit's, when you have a gig on Friday night, you also have one on Saturday night normally,
That's
right?
the
So
best.
Rock Bottom's playing Friday and Saturday this
At
weekend
Doit's?
at Doit's, right?
Cool.
And then that Crescent Moon Hayride festival we talked about in Warrenton, that's 2 days, maybe 3. I mean, by the time Saturday gets there.
Dude,
it goes
shout out
into
Rock
Sunday,
Bottom.
right? Yeah.
Derek, I love those guys.
Derek.
Yeah.
Derek Howard. What a jerk.
There you go. Sunday.
We got cancellations up and down the board, including the Graham Band's
Yeah, we
cancellation at Bella Vista Winery in Maryville, and some breaking news. They're done, except for Kurt Copeland's open mic for the rest of the year.
Apparently, yeah, they
I thought
canceled. They canceled all the music. They said, but Kurt had an open mic there last night, and it was pretty packed. So
Yeah, well, I don't
Legally
think everything on
packed.
Sunday's canceled. We got the Bearded Bandits 1 to 5, and then the Truckers 6 to 10 at Fast Eddie's Bone Air.
That's Nate Sickmeyer's bearded.
The Bearded Bandits.
Bandit.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He
I
can
filled
play
in
anything.
with his band. The only time I've ever played the Bon Air, the
Yeah.
Bone Air.
Whoa.
I've always had I always said I wouldn't do it, but
You know what? Eddie was telling me he doesn't really want you coming back.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
I'm just kidding.
I mean,
man.
that's probably what happened in the first
He would
place.
hug you and treat you like he'd pick you up and rock you like a little baby.
yeah, I
Stick a
drink
bottle
too
of
much
beer in
for
your
that
mouth.
place.
I don't
But
know.
playing with Nathan, he's a great dude.
Nate's a great dude.
Yeah,
now, what
he's
do you
killer.
know if the two-piece at Who Dat's is canceled or not?
That's interesting. You bring that up because it was Dave Horton Acoustic. And then I got on the page for Whodats, and they had 2-piece, so there could be a war.
that could be a big fight.
Collinsville.
That might be worth
what?
checking out.
Double booked, maybe. I don't know.
Where is Whodats?
Who Dat's?
It's
You gotta say it
Southern
right.
Food in Collinsville.
Isn't it Hodots?
Collinsville?
It's probably Hodats, but it's so much
How do you spell it?
HWO. WHO. WHO.
It's like a
Who?
Cajun.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
gotcha.
they do a lot of Sunday afternoon stuff.
Where is it?
It's in Collinsville.
Yeah,
Who
I used to
Dat's
play
in
the one in
Collinsville.
Highland, maybe, but
There you go.
I don't know if it's still open.
So go to Who Dat's at 1:30, and you might very well see a band called
band.
Two Piece fight with Dave Horton over who gets to play. It's
Yeah.
the Who and Jimi Hendrix all over again, right? The bloke says he's gonna set his guitar on fire. He's stealing our thunder. I don't know.
I think we
Anyway.
did it, and we got time to spare.
Oh my gosh, we got time.
See?
To fucking
We can fill that up. You guys want a
All right,
story?
we got
finally have time
3 more
to get-
gigs?
Do you have a
finally
three?
have
Yeah.
time to get to talk to these guys, to our guests. We have 3 minutes to talk to our guests.
We got George's. We're playing George's next Thursday.
There you go.
We're playing December 27th at the SmokeHouse in Pierron for Gretchen Wilson's mom.
Gretchen Wilson's birthday
Yeah.
party
And,
is at the Smokehouse.
And then January 1st, we're playing the SmokeHouse, New Year's Day.
Excellent.
So that's like our new
You guys.
Yeah,
you guys
and
gonna
Hooky
learn, like,
is
a little-
Hooky, December
Hookie's at
18th at
Chez.
Chez, Maryland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the new Tiger Country.
New Tiger Country record.
Video.
Tiger Country on Spotify or iTunes or YouTube. We have the new video. Did you watch the video?
I've seen the new video, and I
We
saw
shot
the
that
black
at-
and white video of the song you wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I didn't
about
write that one, but that was just in the Riverbender. Frankie Z filmed that with
Frankie
Lance.
Z.
And
Frankie
Yeah.
Z, yeah, heck yeah, man.
he's in town.
Yeah, he was supposed to come see us
Yeah.
at Chez the other night, and he didn't show up.
Kid
He's
to
busy.
Mike Z. Yeah, he is, but anyway.
Frank ZZ.
Yeah, and the Tiger Country record will be out January 1st.
All right.
Awesome.
There you go,
What's the
man.
name of the new video?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The single is "Be Careful."
Oh, Be
right?
Careful.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
It's like a COVID song.
Yeah.
Be careful.
And what
COVID.
is the name of the album? You know that?
Where
You're
you-
in the band, you should know.
It's called Chimera.
All right, translate.
Chimera.
You don't know what that is?
Well,
You've been
as a scientist, it has
yeah.
a different meaning for me than it would for a normal
I want to
person.
know the
But
scientific.
it means putting two different things together,
Love it. There you go. That's the meaning that I like.
like
right
a boy and a girl parts.
there. Hey, it's a family
No,
show. You're going to
it's
be back to
not.
beating the box any minute here. All right, that is Aaron McCoy of the Graham Band, Beer Ninjas, Tiger Country. I don't know how many bands you would.
Bonehead sometimes.
Bonehead when.
So
Derek
that's why I
left you.
shout out Rock Bottom, because I don't even know if I'm in that band anymore.
No, they don't like you anymore. What about the
Sandwich
the cover-
Brothers.
Sandwich Brothers.
Whenever you want. Although you're going to have to arm wrestle Mr. Honky back there to get the drum set away from him.
Oh no, I'm playing keyboard now, bro.
Excellent. So there you go. And then we got Graham Pagano, or Stewie Pantego, as I like to call him, to those of us who know him in the biblical sense. How weird is that to say that? It's kind of creepy, right?
The biblical
Creepiest
sense
way
of
to
it.
talk about
mean,
making love
man?
ever somehow.
Is that like Sodom and Gomorrah or something?
Hey, leave that sort of language in the locker room, son. No, we got Graham Pagano of the Graham Band, Hookie, and you got any other projects going on? Fast Eddie and the Traveling Donut Makers Band.
Yeah, the Sandwich Brothers. Yeah, what's going on with Fast Eddie and the Traveling Donut Makers?
We're waiting to hear from you, bro.
From me?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. we're
Everybody's
waiting on
been
you
talking
to
about
get
Eddie
some
and
time.
Eddie too.
So there you go.
Yeah, well, you got to get Mr. McCoy on the Eddie and Eddie, too.
He doesn't even get it. He doesn't even know. I'm just kidding.
Correct.
All right. Hey, thanks.
Hey, remember when Scott Robertson was on the show?
He came in like he was going to be on the show. I said, sit between these two guys.
Well,
on the
like
phone.
you're all lovers.
I said, hey,
He's on
you
the
want to have a
phone.
drink? We're doing an interview downtown. He's like, yeah. Bloop. And the next thing I know, he's just sitting right there ordering dinner from somewhere.
Hear him.
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
was
know.
ordering dinner.
I could hear him in the background, and I'm going.
Man,
I hear
I
that.
love that dude so much, man. He's
I
the
love
best
him.
guy ever.
I
Of
love
course,
him a
you
long
get.
time.
Yeah, he's all of our.
I think he's
all of
down
our
to hear
board.
him singing karaoke right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go do
That
that.
would be awesome.
You guys want to do that?
That would be
Beat us
awesome.
to it.
That would be
We're
awesome.
going to interview the Intrusion.
Are they here?
They're probably waiting outside
Okay.
right now.
Oh,
So
I need to
really?
meet those guys. We played some shows with them
I'm
before.
getting a nod from Mr. Honky saying they are here. They're in the building
Intrusion?
waiting.
They're playing
so.
at Red Flag on December 19th.
Yeah, your
nice.
birthday. That's the
Accidentally on Porpoise and
Lofty's Comet.
right.
There you go. That's
You call them
Lofty's Comet
accidentally
was
on
at,
Porpoise.
Bush
Now I'm
Fest,
doing
right?
it.
Yeah.
Before we play, yeah, that's
it's
Jack's
much
player.
more fun. You can say accidentally on purpose.
Hey,
but
man.
if you say accidentally on porpoise,
Dude,
it sounds more fun.
There's a lot of really good young bands coming up right now, man. I'm super excited about it.
When I saw Lofty's Comet, I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
With young kids tackling that style of
Yeah.
music, man. It just it
was
makes
cool.
Yeah, they have
me
the
proud.
horns and the whole thing, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me proud of the youth. So there you go. Thanks again to our guest Aaron McCoy and Graham Pagano of the Graham Band and many other
Scrap and bash, whatever you guys are called. I love you guys.
On behalf of my partner Dennis, I'm Pigpen saying thanks so much for tuning in. Also thanks to Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, our sponsor,
And
Halpin-
George Van Voorhis.
And George Van Voorhis, his father, listener. Thanks so much to everybody out at Halpin Music who's been sponsoring this show for over 3 years now. 3, maybe 4 years now at this
I heard
point.
you were
so.
sponsoring them,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
What's that?
Were you sponsoring the show also?
That's the Sandwich Brothers.
Yeah, also sponsored by
In support of the
Pen
new
Radio.
record.
Big Pen Radio. There you go. Hey, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Until we talk to you next week when Intrusion will be our guest. The band The Intrusion will be our guest. Until then, get out and try and safely support local music and art.